Hello, citations. What to do? Start the game. We're all filed. Do again. No bounce. Scrub. Let's get it. Hello, chat. We are back for an unexpected Suicide Squad stream. I knew they were lurking. I knew they were working on something. I knew we were due, but we got the surprise announcement yesterday. They're basically doing the bare minimum marketing right now. You know, shadow drops is the way right now. We knew they were due for a mid-season update, episode 6, called Scoundrels, which was on the roadmap, and it is here. Legitimately, there was not much fanfare. They just said, hey, maintenance tomorrow. We're going to do the season refresh, new DLC. Enjoy. So we're going to dive into it. I just downloaded the patch. Give me 1 second. Fix my lighting. Yeah, I think that fixed it. All right, cool. For the most part. All right. What's up, everyone? What's up, King? Morning, Anonymous. What's up, Kobe? Happy Election Day. For those of y'all in the US of A, like myself. Hope everyone is safe today. What's up, Benjamin? All right, let's dive in. See what is going on with this episode 6. Honestly, I have not been playing that much lately. I've been playing off stream a little bit last night, but I've been mainly playing, like, lately I've been playing Veilguard. Haven't dove too deep into Suicide Squad lately, but always happy to pop back in when they have some new content.
Hey, lawbreakers! It's been a very hot minute, in more ways than one.
All right, here we go.
Diving in Batman's brain to boost his troops. It's giving police state. Oh, and I'm in the squad now, and let me just back up and catch y'all up. As you can see, the Lawtons are back at it again, like we never even left the game. It's been mostly good. Usually, mostly. Yeah. We're, you know, a work in progress. That does get weird about me making friends with the rest of the squad. But look, I've hung out with much worse people online. Wait, don't tell him that. Don't think I'm not still in my old game, too. The glow up will be continuing. Gotta make sure the squad looks stream ready for the next.
Gotta be honest, Lawler is still very cringe.
Don't forget to follow for more updates. I wasn't exactly planning to join up with the Black Ops organization. I mean, what am I really gonna do here? Am I getting dirt on Argus to hold them accountable once this is all over? Am I being where I'm needed? Am I just going to go? Will it be worth it? I mean, for now, it's just vibes. That is a later Zoe problem.
She is very cringe. I'm sorry. She is so cringe. She is definitely the cringiest they've added. All right, they got new strongholds, new boss fight. As they mentioned in the motion comic, Batman is next. Brainiac is using Batman to boost his troops. So Batman looks like is going to be the next person we rescue. That's probably going to, I would expect more of that in the Deathstroke season, which is next. And the glitch is back, of course. So you can't advance. I can't advance to the main menu. They still haven't fixed it, but there's like two people working, way less people working in the game now, so makes sense. Let me see if I can sneak my way in. So Travis, appreciate you. Shout out to Italy. They need some Black Riders. Wait, do they have Black Riders at Rocksteady? Actually, I legit don't think I've seen a single Black Rider at Rocksteady. So yeah, you might be right. Holy, Zoe is not doing it for me. All right, cool. So I can still get it. Yeah, if they were going to force me to watch the intro again, this would be a very short stream because I wouldn't be able to get in. But I can skip all that. So this is Scoundrels. We got some Riddler gear.
There's more in that nightmare dimension than Brainiacs led us to believe.
You mean the Gotham that's fallen into pretty literal hell dimension? That one?
Lawless and Hack will be leading the
So
efforts
Courtney.
to stabilize the land masses and get you to the next Brainiac iteration.
Yeah, we have some ideas, but
What is this light? Hold up, let me figure out what this weird thing is.
Task Force X deploys ASAP. Emphasis on the soon.
is she always like that?
No, it seems that she has taken a liking to you.
Ugh, gross.
You can come clear out your care packages, or I'll do it.
Any residents still in Neo-Tokyo, immediate evacuation is mandatory. Leave all personal effects behind and move south. The National Guard is en route to offer assistance.
All right, all right, I fixed it. Trump or Kamala say something. I will say, enjoy the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League live stream as we dive into season 3, episode 6, Scoundrels. You know, I haven't been playing. I did log in to get the Halloween skins, which some of them are pretty good. I'm enjoying this. Is by default now my favorite Lawless cosmetic. This looks really cool. Wasn't a fan of pretty much most of our other skins, but the Hollywood one slaps. It's definitely given creepy in all the right ways, as she would say. All right, let's look at the map. So we got Bane, Scarecrow, Two-Face. Hope it's literally not the same stuff. All right, let me see anything locked. Okay. All right, so let's just go through the new missions one by one. We'll go start. I guess we'll start with urban warfare.
I've started thinking of these jaunts as preemptive corporate espionage.
Eliminate our oversized competition.
Just got this on sale. Oh, bet.
Hostile takeover.
Metropolis is finest force. Next to
My anti-gravity's dropping out now?
This is going to be the end game. You're gonna be starting in the story campaign, which is pretty straightforward, but this will give you an idea, I guess, of the combat in the late stages. All right, here's a rooftop. Here's a rooftop encampment.
I see you inherited your father's temper, Lawless.
Light work. All right, so we're going to go into an incursion now. This one's right over here. Yeah, I'm trying to see exactly what the weapons are, because it wouldn't make sense to just recycle them, because if you want to get the old gear, you can just farm on the old earth. So I'm guessing, well, I'm hoping it's just new gear with the same, as part of the same theme. I know they do have, I know they did mention there's going to be Riddler gear as well.
I see the next target. Let's bounce.
Oh, there's a new pickup, regeneration. It's interesting.
Remember, eliminate everything that could stand in the way of our product launch. I mean, saving multiverse.
Lavar bolt aura. Aura is very important. All right, so we got to kill heavy enemies. 12 of them. All right, we're gonna freeze time. Let's go to work, chat. First brute down.
Facility open. Y'all ready to get some upgrades?
Skill shot.
Second brute down.
New facility available. Get your upgrade, squad.
We found some flash brutes. Third brute down.
Yes, very impressive, Lawless. You can just about
Fourth
have
down.
fluid weaponry.
Watch out for the blast.
All right, another one down. 6 left.
My technology is giving you quite
Freeze
the edge,
time.
Lawless.
Another brute.
Put your focus on
GG.
the target.
It's a brute down here. Drop a grenade.
All be burning.
You're going. Another one popped in. 4 left. 3 left. Two left.
This guy's about to explode. Run.
You're not exploding on me, buddy.
Okay.
One left.
Target has top priority.
And we're out.
Without a war suit, it's unlikely I could have
Freeze
done that
time
myself.
one more time. As we make our way towards the exit.
Man, I love doing this.
So let's see what we got.
Scamper back to Walla. Surely you've earned some faint praise.
No new character, just new missions, new gear, new motion comic.
Zoe train keeps on chugging.
The mid-season updates add more to the story and more missions and gear.
I gotta let this tech recharge before
They only add new DLC characters when they have at the start of a brand new season. Yeah, the Halloween skin is really cool. Well, appreciate it. All right, so we got our rank up. I'll fast track it once I get to the end
I love that new gear smell.
of the new missions, so I can get to the Brainiac fight. All right, what we got here? Two-Face. Each burning enemy within 20 meters of you gives you 10% damage reduction up to a maximum of 50. Don't need this. Punished enemies takes 50% increased critical hit damage. Each firing hit on punished enemies has 50% more critical hit chances, while the enemy is also burning. One piece bonus. After enemy burn has been burning for 5 seconds, they take 10% of their max health as damage. This cannot happen again until the enemy stops burning. Duality bonus. Each time you punish an enemy, it has a 50% chance to burn. I think this sounds new. It's been a while since I looked at the Two-Face gear. Let me check and compare it to what I had. How many characters in the game? They have the base roster, and they added the Joker, Mrs. Freeze, and Lawless. They're trying to bring Burn back. Not a fan. I like the Burn.
Take this, Zoe.
It's fine.
Do what you do.
I'll probably use that on Joker.
I can
Burn.
never turn down a great reward.
Burn is really fun with Joker.
Oh, wow, nice. I understand the allure of gacha way more now.
Thought there was one more. Oh well.
Let me just check. I'm just checking my
Appreciate
my
the
loot
love.
crate. I stored some gear, and I want to check and see if I have any Two-Face
More where that came from.
gear.
You earn it.
So I want to check and make sure that's not a old piece
And that's all.
that they just brought back. So I gotta check my storage. Let's see. Shield. I'll have a tier 1 Two-Face shield stuff in here. And this piece I just picked up was tier 2. Let me check the Nexus. I just realized I can do that. This is episode 6. So Thieves, Winter, Frozen Hearts, Duality. There it is. And look at the tier 2 set. So this isn't, oh, so this isn't new. So let me check my it's weird I didn't have anything. So let me check my weapons, see if I can find a tier 2 two-face piece. Here we go. Oh yeah, so it's yeah, so they're just putting the new gear, the old gear, in with the new missions. That's not great. What's up, G is button? So Swag Gaming. All right, so I was trying to see if I got the Riddler, but yeah, it looks like they're just bringing back all the old gear, just putting it in one incursion, in one incursion pool, instead of just having all new stuff. Spider-Man: The Great Web getting canceled had literally nothing to do with this game.
Come on now. You expect me to congratulate you. Just keep going.
Literally completely unrelated in every way imaginable.
I got a drone on my radar. We, as in all of us, so get on it.
Spider-Man was literally canceled before this game even came out. It's also a completely different studio, completely different publisher. There's literally no connection between the two games.
Impressive kill count logs. I assume this is all for the views.
Still waiting on season 4. I think most people are. Yeah, they just want to come back and play as Deathstroke. It did though. It literally didn't though.
Here we come.
As I already explained, The Great Web was canceled before Suicide Squad even came out. Like, what are you talking about? What's your source? Why would Sony cancel their Spider-Man game? You realize how this is... I'm trying to like give you the benefit of doubt and like walk you through why your theory doesn't make any sense. Just logically thinking, like, why would Sony cancel an Insomniac game because of what Rocksteady is doing?
I am on fire.
Like, but to further emphasize why what you're saying is completely irrational, you do realize that Sony released Concord. Not only did they release Concord, they believed in it so heavily that they paid for it to be included in that new Amazon secret level series that showcases stories based on video games. So what you're essentially trying to argue is that Sony looked at Suicide Squad, but didn't wait for the sales numbers before deciding it was a failure, even though it was the #1 most pre-ordered game on PlayStation. Decided, nope, it's #1. Suicide Squad is #1 on pre-orders, but we're going to cancel our multiplayer Spider-Man game because we're afraid of the failure. We're afraid of what we think is going to be a Suicide Squad failure, but we're going to release Concord. Do you see why what you're saying makes no sense logically, in addition to there being literally no evidence to support it? You realize that what you're saying is complete nonsense. You understand that, right? They wouldn't release. Sony released multiple live service games this year. They released Foam Stars. They released Helldivers 2. And they released Concord. But you're saying they canceled the Great Web because of Suicide Squad before it even came out? Do you understand why what you're saying doesn't make any sense logically?
New facility available. Get your upgrade, squad.
Like, I think a lot of conspiracy theories just straight up wouldn't exist if people like just took a second to like logically think through all the steps that would be required to make this like whole theory actually happen. Like you'd eliminate a lot right off the bat.
You want to trade a life sentence for a death sentence? Try me.
You think so? You're just determined to believe something that's obviously not true. Okay, that's fine. But also to be clear, you're completely wrong about the cost as well.
Get some juice while you can.
Concord definitely cost Sony way more money than they spent on the Great Web. That's just factually incorrect.
Miss me with that.
They never finished the Great Web.
What even is that? Explosion incoming!
They spent about potentially $400 million, probably at least $300 million on Concord. It was just reported when they announced they were shutting down the studio. They spent over $200 million on initial development costs for Concord. That $200 million, they said, was not enough to cover the development of the game, the full development of the game, because there was a lot of extra work they did on it. And that number also doesn't include marketing or how much they spent buying the entire studio. So they actually objectively spent much more on Concord than they spent on Spider-Man: The Great Web. I think the reason Sony ultimately did decide to cancel it is because of the licensing issue, not necessarily not believing in live service games, because they obviously did to some degree. They thought Insomniac would be better suited, I think, making single player games, because they probably weren't comfortable in the margins that they'd be getting off a live service Spider-Man game compared to a single player one. Because remember, they have to they have to factor in the cut they're paying to Disney. Marketing was nearly nothing. That's a lie. That's actually just a lie. Marketing is, even conservatively, marketing is tens of millions of dollars. This is not true at all. AAA games commonly spend like $50 million, 20 to $50 million average on marketing by itself. That's just not true. Marketing usually is a lot of money that they spend.
Bomber has evolved. Follow his directives. We'll stay out of his way.
Yeah, I'm ultimately glad they canceled it, because I do think Insomniac would be better. Like, you know what's really actually weird about this weird theory about Sony canceling the Great Web because of Rocksteady is because if you were actually paying attention to everything that was going on, obviously logically it just doesn't make any sense that they would cancel something because of Rocksteady. But Sony already had another live service cancellation, The Last of Us. Like, Naughty Dog spent years working on this Last of Us multiplayer game, and ultimately decided to cancel it because they were like, basically, with all the stuff we've been going through on this project, we didn't think it'd be worth it to just become a full live service studio. Like, why wouldn't you just make that prediction and say, yeah, they probably canceled the Great Web because of the Last of Us factions? Why would you jump to Suicide Squad? That's what I'm trying to understand.
In case no one noticed, I am on the ground. Help!
Someone better be on their way to help someone.
More point and zip adventures with
Gotham Knights wasn't live service. Okay, I understand what's going on. You're committed to being wrong, and that's fine. Okay, you don't care about the logic. You just want to be you just want to believe your theory. Okay, that's fine. But for the rest of you, understand, like, yeah, that's complete nonsense.
At least you won.
Hey squad, the facility is open.
That's right. Flee, Task Force X. It's what you're good at.
So based on the motion comic,
Really like dying?
we got to see what happens at the end of this Brainiac boss fight. That Batman is next. They mentioned in the beginning of this motion comic intro that Batman is, of course, alive. Just casually threw that in there, and Brainiac is using him to power his forces. As you saw, we just had a whole level dealing with the Batman enhanced villains. I always play on PS5. It wasn't a conversation. You said something that's factually incorrect that makes logically no sense. I corrected you on it, and you tripled down on it. That's all that happened. And I'm quite frankly just not interested in going back and forth with someone who doesn't understand, you know, basic logic, who obviously has no interest in researching this topic. They just have a theory that they wanted to push and are just going to hang on to it. So that's fine. You can do that. But I'm not going to acknowledge it as legitimate because it is silly. It's objectively silly what you're saying. Every point you brought up is factually incorrect and illogical. That's all I pointed out. I understand you believe it, but nothing you've said has any logical backing or factual evidence to support it. It's just silly.
Yeah, you analyze that data? We need to find Brainiac's breadcrumb trail. Let's leave Luda to his data.
Like if you said the sky was blue because it's filled with trillions of slime monsters. Yeah, that's your opinion, but it's silly. There's nothing to have a conversation about. You're saying something that makes no sense. Like, yes, I know you believe in the slime monsters changing the color of the sky, but it's not true. like I don't know what you want me to do with that information. like yeah, you believe it, but it doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to entertain it. You trust Naughty Dog can make a great game to win back the crowd? Oh yeah, they could definitely do it. I mean, they haven't really lost that many people. I mean, obviously, The Last of Us Part 2 was divisive, but still overall a very successful game. They still have a lot of fans. You know, they got new fans because of the TV series adaptation. I'm sure if they announce like a new Uncharted or original IP, people are going to come back and check it out because people were excited about the Last of Us factions. I was seeing people legitimately excited for that game. There was a lot of people obviously who were relieved ultimately that it was canceled. They felt, okay, well, if that's what's best, if that's what y'all think is best, it's fine. But there was a lot of people that were still looking forward to trying out factions. So I don't think like it's really that big of an issue in terms of them losing support. I think if they make another Last of Us game, people may be more skeptical, which they are. It'll just be a long time before we see it. I think Druckmann said like the PS6 is when we should expect The Last of Us Part 3.
Enemies blocking my scans at the terminal.
Thanks for the dimensional lift, Hack.
So yeah, it'll be a while. People will be fine.
Ugh, this is band evasion. I need to swap dimensions to get them.
We're good. Blazing Watchtower weak point now.
People are going to largely have forgotten about it, the drama, I think.
It's initializing the orbital strike.
Maybe some stuff. Once we especially if they have another game in between before Last of Us Part 3. Well, yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Terminal secured. Good for us.
What's up, Captain? What's up, Gabe? Sad the Avengers failed. Same. They had so much potential. Rest in pepperoni.
Daddy's not phased out, which is definitely cheating.
I really don't like this Green Lantern mechanic.
Apparently it wasn't all for show. Miss Lawton is dead.
Look out! Orbital strike will really mess up your day.
They've made this the most
Are off our point.
annoying possible mission.
Anyone get that dimensional license plate numbers?
Out of juice.
I mean, just gets me a little more power.
All right, that's B cleared.
Killer satellite's about to use
So
its orbital
yep,
strike.
they yeah, I'm based on the current timing. I think we're definitely going to get the Deathstroke announcement. I think probably the DLC itself, but definitely the announcement before the end of the year.
Exposing a weak point on the watchtower.
Scour the zone from orbit.
I'm expecting like
That feel, Brainiac.
if it releases, I think it'll be like the end of December. But I'm definitely expecting Deathstroke to drop this year.
Terminal's clear. Interfacing with it now.
This woman hiding back here. Why does he count?
It's initializing the orbital strike.
I'm jumping this one.
So they brought reinforcements.
I need another terminal to cross. Enemies blocking me at the terminal.
How do I feel about live service games? I like live service games. It just depends on.
Repeatedly, right?
It just depends on the quality.
We got a heck of our own.
Killer satellite about to use its orbital strike.
I have no trouble playing. I have no trouble embracing a live service game if it's good. So I will be more cautious because a lot of studios make live service games for the wrong reason and try to trend chase.
Let's liven things up with an orbital strike.
Can't move with a dead battery. Give me a sec.
Because it's at the heart of it, it is a response to fan demand. People do want what they're selling. They want these
Beam me over, Hack.
they want these forever games.
Look out! Orbital strike will really mess up your day.
And obviously forever games are going to cost, money.
Terminal is under our control.
So there's like naturally, okay. Well, you love forever games like GTA. They're like, all right, we'll give them that. But they're very hard to pull off. And if you don't have
Advanced tool use like
people in charge that know what they're doing and are doing it for the right reasons, yeah, then you get bad outcomes.
Which one? Before I flew, I scraped this thing and grabbed the coordinates.
So Mikey, sup Snow Tiger. This is one of your favorite games. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So Charles, doing okay. Yesterday was a day, but I mean today might be a day as well. We'll see how it goes.
may have won you this battle.
I'm just gonna finish this DLC. Try to quickly get play all of the new missions, beat the new Brainiac fight, and then I have a new video a news video dropping after this, and then I'm gonna just go and try to chill the rest of the day and hope that nothing crazy happens. What's up, Bob Carr? Happened yesterday. Some crazy personal stuff happened yesterday, so I didn't get to make any videos, and I was just occupied the whole day. New mission is stretching it. It's technically new. Lejeune.
That new gear smell.
There's one that was like a legitimately new area. But yeah, they definitely you get it. This definitely felt more mailed in than the last mid-season update for the Mrs. Freeze season, because they don't even have new gear. Like they're, other than the Riddler the Riddler infamy thing, which I haven't, the Riddler Notorious gear, I think there's supposed to be something Riddler gear related, which I haven't seen yet. They're just literally recycling all the gear. like the new twist is that obviously they're setting up Batman to be the next Justice League member they rescue. They showed that in the motion comic, but the gear itself is just the Bane, Scarecrow, and Two-Face sets again, with the Riddler piece thrown in. Yeah, so when they're recycling the Brainiac fights and the gear, you know they've got like definitely checked out. like there is nobody left on this.
Let's see how long it lasts.
I am on fire.
Appreciate you, the bearded one. I'm excited. I gotta drop my Marvel Rivals video soon. But yeah, Marvel Rivals is cooking up. I just saw they had the Psylocke gameplay breakdown. They're getting the IGN first treatment this month.
Now just stay here and, you know what? Pay no attention to the vortex that's slowly consuming this planet. I got this.
I'm looking forward to finally getting to play again.
All forces, silence them.
It's been so long, I feel like I've forgotten how to play.
Okay. Not my best work.
Because I didn't get to participate in the technical playtest in China. But I heard they made some good changes. The gear is supposed to be the thing. Yeah, not this time. I'll see if the Riddler set is good. The Riddler piece is good, but yeah, what if I could actually pull it on stream? But ooh, yeah, this is rough.
Running stabilization code. Get to the safe zone.
Woo! I'm up to no good for real.
Recycling the Brainiac fights is one thing. Recycling the gear that you can already get is crazy. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Cause being able to farm old gear was like literally one of the features of this game. Like you could just go back to a previous Earth.
Interesting. Whatever japes you're hiding,
And farm all the stuff. Like there's absolutely ridiculous that they didn't have new gear ready for the mid-season update.
Perhaps killer instinct.
That is concerning. I think it was that down bad. I don't think even Avengers did that. like I feel like with every update, every new DLC, like they had new gear.
Get to the drama. I really need to concentrate on stabilizing.
Where they actually had a new DLC. I mean, they definitely recycled. They definitely recycled some stuff, but like every new character had exclusive gear.
Just one more round and I'll be able to reach the terraformers.
Like their whole thing was that, hey, each season we're adding new gear, and don't worry, there's no FOMO, because you can just go back and replay the other season if you miss it, you know, to farm the old stuff. So it's literally pointless based on their game design to put this gear in the new update, because you can literally just go back to the other Earths to farm for the Scarecrow, Bane, and Two-Face set. So it literally seems like they just didn't have anything else ready to go other than the Riddler piece. Because I'm assuming they have some stuff left for the Deathstroke season debut.
This doesn't make any sense.
Like that's kind of wild. I'm not gonna.
The whole Earth got to be destroyed by fear, right?
You never played it after you bought it? That's crazy. Nah, I try to at least play a couple hours of a game if I buy it.
Anything you've taken, I will recover
But
when I integrate your world.
depending on how much it is. Like I still haven't played Mad Max because I have like so many games to cover. Yeah, but some stuff even stuff that I get sent for free, sometimes I just lose track and don't have time to play it. Like I only managed to play legitimately like 2 hours of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So at least I still have that to look forward to. I think I'm gonna dive back into that once I'm done with the Veilguard, or maybe try to finish Astrobot. You just got the Riddler gear? Nice. Were the people hating that? We had a few, but yeah, not too much. There's not that much demand for Suicide Squad hate. Like you'll have the occasional straggler that'll wander in to say something about Suicide Squad, but most of the hate train has moved on to Dragon Age: The Veilguard and Assassin's Creed.
Hey, y'all jealous? Cause you should be.
There's some fear stuff. I did not like the Scarecrow season. So I still don't have the Riddler piece. So that's all the new incursions, I think. Yep, that's all the new ones. No, I don't think I did this one yet. Fear the Worst. Fear the Worst, Dinner and Snow. All right, those are next.
Do what she says. Within reason.
They moved on, as they should. Hating on Suicide Squad is actually sadder than the state of Suicide Squad. Like, I understand hating on Veilguard if you're one of those people, because it's new, it's trending, it's in the news. If you're still hating on Suicide Squad, that's just weird, bro. Like, you just need to admit that you secretly love the game, and just stop being weird about it. Because like this is a point where it becomes obsession. Like, we're in the 3rd season. The mid-season update. This is the mid-season update. This is episode 6. Deathstroke is episode 7. Why did they delay Shadows? They delayed Shadows because they were worried about it losing money. I saw a new interview with one of the Ubisoft big shots, and I've heard some stuff. From my understanding, the reason they delayed Shadows is because of the relative failure of Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws, I think it sold like over 1 million copies in the first month, which was obviously below their expectations. And someone finally like started taking a look at Ubisoft. You know, they looked at the plummeting stock price. They looked at finally started looking at the complaints online. And someone was probably like, hey, we're not making the money we should be. What's going on? And then they started doing some actual oversight, because obviously they didn't care before, as long as they were making money. So they just let everyone like do whatever they wanted with no oversight. But it seems like because of Outlaws missing the expectations, that woke some people up at the top that were like, hey, wait a minute. We've been like hands off, trusting everyone. You know, we ignored feedback generally, but you know what's going on. This is a Star Wars game. It was supposed to make a lot of money. What's happening? So they started looking in the shadows and saw that it lacked polish. There was a lot of very valid complaints about it. The monetization, and they decided to delay it and make some changes to how it's monetized, with the hope that it launches better, because they definitely can't afford a mainline Assassin's Creed game to underperform. Like, that would be very bad for them. That's why they're taking more notice. It was good for them to a degree. Like, obviously you would hope that a studio, especially one with who's historically so beloved like Ubisoft was, would be more careful and thoughtful about what they're releasing. But that's the danger of success. A studio becomes too successful, it decides, oh, we have to expand. You bring in a bunch of outside money people and more bureaucracy, and suddenly your company is filled with people whose primary motivation isn't making great games. That's an issue that some AAA studios have been falling into. When you get too big, it does not equal better product or better experiences for the players. So I hope Ubisoft can reel that in. Yeah, I beat Outlaws. I think I did it on stream as well. Or I did some stuff on stream. It was fun. I know I did a couple of streams. the game starts slow. Relatively slow. I thought the first level was okay. Was pretty good. Once you get to the second planet, it kind of drags a little bit, you know, because there's a lot of Ubisoft open world, you know, stuff that kind of drags the story down. But once you move on to the third planet, then the story starts really getting good and just keeps getting better and better. And it definitely makes you wonder kind of what if, because there was like a really, because you know, I'm sure a lot of people are obviously not going to play the game at all, but a lot of people maybe didn't even get to that part of the game where it gets really, really good.
Code cracked, everyone is alive, and the world didn't collapse in
It made me kind of wish that they spent more time
I'd say that's a win.
polishing the combat and all the stuff around the game, because I thought they really did a good job creating a true open world Star Wars experience.
Target the interlopers.
All right, so now the only thing left for Suicide Squad is episode 7, which is Deathstroke, and I'm expecting that reveal to happen in December. Since they very clearly are moving fast, because they're just trying to get all this stuff out the door. Obviously, you know, the seasons are getting more and more bare bones as we go along, because you know they cut a lot of content. So I fully expect Deathstroke to drop in December at the end of the month. At least it did better, Concord. It did. WB can definitely say that. Suicide Squad did not meet their expectations, but it wasn't Concord. Not even close. Big December 25th. Christmas Day. That'd be nice. Let me check the calendar.
You might as well handle them. No?
Because it's probably going to drop on a Tuesday. So I think, yeah, so it's either Christmas Eve, the 24th, or New Year's Eve, the 31st. That's my prediction for Deathstroke. No, I haven't done Killing Time yet. I'm just finishing all the new incursion missions, especially since they, you know, added that in recent seasons. They made it so that you have to do the incursion missions so that you can unlock the Brainiac fight. So like, even if you have the right season rank, they're like, yeah, but you gotta do these missions first. So I'm just preemptively making sure I at least do all those missions before straight up trying to farm season rank. For their sake, you hope they drop it in November. Why November? Why they drop it in November? I don't think they literally are capable of dropping it in November, honestly. You think they should dodge Marvel Rivals? Marvel Rivals comes out on December 6th. If they just drop Deathstroke at the end of the season, I think at the end of the month, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, you're not tripping, Lejeune.
Ooh, that transition though.
Yeah, I was just ranting about that earlier when I realized it. There's literally no new gear in the mid-season update except for Riddler. There's like a Riddler piece or something. It's literally all the gear from the last few seasons except for Mrs. Freeze. It's Bane, Scarecrow, and Two-Face. They're literally just recycling the gear. Like, it's actually bad. Yes, this is still an Arkham Universe game. They didn't change it.
Show me some love. In the game, though.
There it is. It looks like Batman's also the next DC Justice League member that we're saving. They confirmed he's alive in the motion comic.
Behold my power!
Game is still alive. I feel like people that ask that are not tapped in at all to the channel. Like we've been over this. They're not. It's not that the game's still alive. It's that they committed to finishing the roadmap. Like Rocksteady has moved on. They're working on a new single player game. Rumor has it it's another Batman game. Potentially PlayStation exclusive. But they stopped working on the Suicide Squad months ago. They're just finishing the roadmap and then moving on fully to their next project. That's all that's happening. Like I see random comments under their Twitter posts like, oh, they're still trying to keep this game alive. No, they're literally just releasing the obligatory content they promised on the roadmap. There's like barely anyone left working on this game.
Celebrations must be on the fritz.
They didn't even market this mid-season update. They just tweeted out, hey, we're going into maintenance mode for the mid-season update yesterday. And then they dropped the tweet today saying, hey, mid-season update is live. Enjoy. There wasn't even a blog. They just said, here it is. See y'all for Deathstroke. Bye. Like, you already know what it is. Play the content or don't, we don't care.
I'm impressed. When this is over, we should formalize our working arrangements.
Honestly, I'm really tired of Batman games, but if Rocksteady was trying to play it safe, as safe as possible, it makes sense for them to do a Batman game. I just hope it's like an actual interesting take on Batman this time, like Batman Beyond, and not just like a standard Batman Arkham experience. Like if it's Batman Beyond, I'll be okay with that. Oh, that's why they updated. Yeah, they did no marketing. They just They just tweeted this out. I didn't even know until I got tagged in the Discord and saw that they were going into maintenance mode. I was like, oh, what's the maintenance for? I thought it might be for like a bug fixing or something. They said, oh, the mid-season update. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, definitely did way better in Concord for sure.
Let me show this on screen.
Once you played the first two, you played them all. All right, here we finally got the Riddler gun. Riddler's problem solver, notorious. I got the assault rifle version. Enemies that you counter become problems. When a problem is hit by a grenade, it takes 2,000 more damage and stops being a problem. Oh, so it's just trash. Okay. Like, okay. That's terrible. That is a terrible piece of gear. Which I can't even use on Zoe, but I'm 100% not keeping that. That is absolute dog water. So this is is this legitimately the only new gear? Because everything else is recycled from the last season. Is that the only new piece? Is it just the Riddler gun? Is there any other Riddler pieces? Let me check the Nexus. That's terrible. Here are the notorious items. All right, Riddler's Conundrum is the other one. Regular fire counters crazed enemies, and this weapon does 200% more damage to enemies in slow motion. Okay, I can work. Okay, you can make a slow motion build. I can work with that. Yeah, I can work with that. Shoot conundrum shots because I usually run a build that farms the ultimate, just recycles the ultimate. So constant 200% more damage. Alt fire, shoot conundrum shots that deal 1,500% more damage to crazed enemies and puts them in slow motion. Resource, grenade hits restore 5% of the conundrum resource. So grenade build, okay. All right, so the Riddler's Conundrum might be okay. If you want to make a craze, you want to make a slow-mo or maybe even a craze build. So their problem solver is trash. The grenade, non-vehicular enemies hit by your grenades become vexed. Vexed enemies deal 25% more damage and take 25% more damage for each second they are vexed. Vex stacks up to 10 times. That's trash. Reverse flash spatial awareness shield mod. When there is at least one enemy within 15 meters of you, you gain 50% damage reduction. When there are no enemies within 15 meters of you, you do 500% more damage. That's pretty good. Not the damage reduction part. So if you're long range, you're constantly dealing 5% more damage. That's pretty good. I want that one. Jinx's unpredictability effect. Shield harvests have a 100% chance to afflict all enemies within 15 meters with a random affliction. Merlin's precision. Lucky charm. Every consecutive critical hit increases your firearm damage by 100% up to 1,500%. This is lost if you don't perform a critical hit within 3 seconds. That might be okay, especially good on a Deadshot build. Yeah, that's pretty good. So so a few notorious items I want. The rest is literally recycled. What's up, Eastwood?
Successful extraction, Task Force X. Let's see more.
Realize I'm hiding a mohawk under the do-rag. You are not correct, but I like where your thinking is. So we gotta be at episode rank 10 to do this. Looks like we're at now. Oh, we're almost there. We can literally just do this again and unlock Brainiac. What was the issue with Concord? Everything. I mean, I heard the gameplay was just okay. So the problem with Concord is that it's been in development too long. They made a hero shooter. They started working on this development on Concord started a year after Overwatch debuted. Since then, obviously there's been a lot of changes, a lot of new faces and updates to the hero shooter genre. And they launched the game not free to play, $40, which already put it at odds with the rest of the genre. And they didn't have an interesting, unique selling point. Like, the characters were completely horrible. Probably the worst character designs I've ever seen in a video game, which is, you know, unacceptable for a hero shooter, especially if you literally just look at, you know, Overwatch. Like, having ugly characters is unacceptable if you're competing with like Overwatch and Apex Legends. And in general, there's like nothing really going. There wasn't much content even in it. Their big selling point was they were going to have weekly cutscenes, but there was nothing particularly interesting about the cutscenes or the story. Like, they didn't even really seem to be much of a story. Like, they were just doing these cutscenes, but it's just these characters like having normal conversations. So there's literally nothing appealing about the game. That's why it ultimately failed. And Sony saw the reaction and was like, yeah, we're not even going to bother trying to drag this out and lose any more money on it. So they just pulled it. This came from the Jim Ryan era. So that was probably another motivation for them to get rid of it. Because Jim Ryan got obsessed with live service games before he stepped down. And he made some very bad choices. I played Concord's beta for a little bit, like an hour, and I didn't particularly enjoy it. Didn't really hook me in terms of the gameplay. I know High Ruler enjoyed it, but it didn't resonate with me, and I didn't like the characters. I felt like they didn't have really any content offering, because I was like, okay, I don't really like this game mode. Do they have anything else? And they didn't have any other game modes for the beta. You know, I wasn't vibing with the characters in terms of looks or gameplay, so I was like, yeah, I'm just out on this.
You float till you don't.
Being FPS wasn't even an issue. It was just like, yeah, like there's literally nothing to offer. There's nothing unique you're offering here. Like, Marvel Rivals has similarities to Overwatch, but you know, they decided this, but they're distinguishing themselves a little bit with the gameplay, this decision to make it third person, and just being a Marvel title.
So uplifting.
There was nothing, there was no like big selling point for Concord. It was just like, oh, okay. It's a $40 hero shooter with ugly characters, with weekly cutscenes that are completely boring, a story I don't care about. Like, that's it. Like, the rumors of Concord were much more interesting than what it actually was. Because before it was revealed, all we knew about it was that it was from Firewalk Studios, and it was supposed to be a game that was heavily inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy. And that sounded cool. We were thinking like maybe a story-driven Guardians of the Galaxy like adventure game, and it just wasn't. It was just another dry hero shooter with obviously characters that were basically, we have Guardians of the Galaxy at home, but not nearly as interesting as the Guardians of the Galaxy characters that we saw in the game. So it was just a bad time for them overall. Yeah, even with the initial character designs, I was like, okay, we have Guardians of the Galaxy home. I was still invested in the trailer until they showed the gameplay. Then I was completely out on it. Like as soon as I saw that gameplay, I was like, all right, I'm out. Before that, I was like, okay, this might be something. And as soon as I saw that Destiny ass gameplay, I was like, nope, I'm out. Batman, he's alive. Surprise, surprise. Not really surprised, but yeah, surprise. Some people are surprised, I'm sure. They were convinced that they were actually going to kill Batman and everyone else in the Justice League and not bring them back. But yes, Batman is alive, and Brainiac is using him to power his ops. Problem solver. Nope. Don't want it. All right, so I should have enough to fight Brainiac. Yep. All right. Kill Brainiac. 7 of 13 is crazy.
Excellent news, Task Force X. Brainiac's ruined world is showing acceptable coherence. Measured in man-hours, you should have ample time to confront the next iteration and ideally succeed.
7 of 13 makes sense. Actually, because Deathstroke, I believe, according to the leaks, Deathstroke kills 4 Brainiacs by himself. So we'll be able to end the game cleanly when his DLC comes out, because there's only going to be one Brainiac left after that. Because Deathstroke killed 4 of them off screen, because he's just that good. Top 5 games I'm looking forward to in 2025. Based on what's been announced so far, GTA 6, Ghosts of Yotei, Rise of Hydra, Crimson Desert, and Monster Hunter Wilds. All right, let's kill Brainiac. Reinstalled Suzuka last week. Played it for 20 minutes. Shut it off. But you got to put it back on so you can finish this very light update. Yes, yep. Yote is 2025. Yeah, a lot happening in 2025 for sure. And there's still Borderlands 4.
Task Force X, securing the
Mafia, Old Country.
now and in the future. You might say it's a twofer.
I'm still waiting for some more reveals because we might also get the Wonder Woman game. Iron Man's possible as well. I'm hearing Wolverine might be possible.
And I've got all the patience in all the worlds.
So there's still a lot of games potentially dropping in 2025, but you know, I'm still looking forward to Shadows as well. But where is this? All right. Let's go to work. There we go. Like, where's the aggro at?
Let's see how Task Force X manages these reinforcements.
Get rid of these lanterns. No explosion for you. Yeah, I'm tired of you dropping bombs with me. Lay down. All right, next mission, big gun crime. It's like the heavy weapon mission. That's the same Batcave we saw in Metropolis. It looks like it. It's like part of the Batcave. The top's taken off. The top and the back is taken off. How's the update? It's a little light, even by this game standards. Yeah, apparently they didn't have the resources to make a lot of new gear.
I am on fire! All the lights, the rain, the action.
So the only thing to look forward to are some of the new Notorious items.
Higher than expected Speed Force resonance. That's concerning for you.
The local forecast.
Because they recycled a bunch of gear. They also made... That's weird. They also made the brutes immune to suicide, immune to your traversal attack. Usually you can disrupt their explosion
This weapon is targeting entirely at random. You told me to
by
embrace
doing
chaos
a
in
harvest or suicide strike, or a traversal attack. But it looks like they changed that either intentionally or it was a glitch. So if you are playing this update, it's something to potentially keep in mind. That you can no longer interrupt that.
Shoot that weak spot. We can break it.
Have something nice, hot,
It's going to take more than that, Task Force X.
It's probably a glitch. Because it doesn't make sense as a change.
New sequence. Dodge this, Earthlings.
Can't move with a dead battery. I'm dumped up and I'm ready to offload.
Whoop, whoop. So Blazing, TMI. I'm kidding. Yeah, Batman looks like he's next season. They confirmed. Well, we'll see what happens at the end of this Brainiac fight. But yeah, they confirmed Batman is alive and is currently powering up Brainiac's forces at the start of this update.
One of our little Terminauts.
So we're either rescuing Batman right now,
Welcome a new bomber.
Don't get zapped by that laser wall.
or as part of the Deathstroke thing.
War can get so nasty.
Hold still, you coward.
New facility available. Get your upgrade, squad. Got enough dunks to launch.
All right, deposit this.
You should really have stopped that Terminaut from growing, Task Force X. Now, face a new bomber type. Orient yourself quickly, my new destroyer. And do what you do best.
How's he not worried about your bomber types?
Initiate new firing sequence.
Got that gunk. Let's dish it out.
Let me pop up here. Weak point exposed.
New firing pattern uploaded to the weapon. Just feel
New characters are only at the start of new seasons. Mid-season updates like today are for
I'm dumped up and I'm ready to offload.
more stories, expansions, more gear, and another Brainiac fight. The next playable character will be coming in episode 7. This is episode 6.
evolution complete.
And that's going to be the one
Now have a new bomber.
everybody's coming back for that still remotely cares about this game. The big finale. Should be interesting.
Good and chunky.
All right, we're full.
Shot.
God, she is cringe. There's so much going on here. Which the game lets you change to a member. The coolest version of this concept would have definitely been allowing you to actually control the Justice League, even just as you're rescuing them. That's part of the rescue mission. Well, yeah, they obviously did not go in that direction. All right, it's Brainiac time. So either we're about to see Batman at the end of this, or nothing. Because we already got Green Lantern at the start of the season. So Batman is next. They confirmed that already. And hopefully my cutscene isn't glitched either. I didn't get the final cutscene last time because it was glitched, so I had to watch it online.
Let's take out the new guy. Current target.
Which was very annoying. But it is what it is. This is the game we're dealing with.
For real? My anti-gravity's dropping out now?
To be fair, it wasn't a very good cutscene anyway. All right, we're back. I think this is I think this recycled Brainiac fight is Superman, from what I remember. I see we have some Batman Fear stuff going on as well, just like the last Brainiac fight. I don't know who if Batman's next, then yeah, Superman should be last. Because we already got Flash and John, and then they just said at the beginning of this one that Brainiac's got Batman. This Brainiac has Batman.
I call super dibs.
A rhetorical question.
So Superman should be the last one we rescue.
About the illusion of choice. I think a practical lesson may be in order. Choose to attempt a daring little escape, or don't. The outcome will be the same.
Very, very deep, very philosophical. Got the VF5 Pro yet? I did not get an early one, so I gotta wait until it gets delivered like everybody else. Oh, these are all Batman infused enemies. Batman infused snipers.
This is your deepest fear. Subservience to me.
That's particularly toxic.
I feel like I should be offended.
So Brainiac ain't pop out and show yet, so it looks like we're just taking out these guys first. Snipers are so annoying.
Clash in this marketplace of ideas your kind is so fond of.
I wish you could direct your teammates to target snipers but that would require a level of detail they clearly were not prepared to add.
Didn't send their best or brightest to a battle of minds.
Had to snipe the sniper.
Seems to be running out of wiggle room, Suicide Squad.
Flawless is target number 1.
Guess we gotta clear out a couple waves
Exploring every option to your neutralization.
before Brainiac will show up. We'll see what form. I'm assuming he's going to take the form of Superman.
Come now, Suicide Squad. Take away several levels of intelligence, and we're not so dissimilar.
I think that's what I saw in the vlog, in the roadmap.
So they brought reinforcements.
Even though it's Batman themed.
This is your deepest fear. Subservience to me. I feel like I should be offended.
He's not gonna go kaiju Batman, I don't think.
Your Earth didn't send their best or brightest to a battle of minds, Your resistance is pointless. You do see that, don't you? I'm making it very literal.
Here's the next wave of reinforcements. Freeze.
Most of my conquests eventually realized they're fighting the better option. I'll factor in time
Drop you off.
without skewing the results. Very well.
All right, now he shows himself.
Brains, I shall simply crush them.
That. Where you at, Brainy? Yep, that's Superman.
Whatever, I'll fix it.
Shouldn't you be focusing on the greatest threat? Me. Watch out for incoming daybreak.
I'm just getting hit by invisible attacks. Okay.
Somebody, anybody.
Pick me up, please. Thank you.
A little showy for my tastes, but very satisfying.
I definitely got to deal with these annoying snipers.
First fight for emotional independence.
That's all for you.
Winning's what I do.
What the heck? All right, let me get over to the edge.
There goes gravity.
Resistance is hopeless, yes. But it's all good data. So keep it up. Task Force X, stand and be obliterated. Ugh, I tried thinking like an Earthling.
There it is. Huh?
Ship, disconnect the thought experiment.
All right, slowly wearing his health down.
I think it was a face.
Getting rid of the snipers. I gotta pay attention now.
Earthlings don't have hidden
I'm getting.
tastes. I've mapped your minds.
They gave him a one-shot mechanic
Not dying out here.
that I can't see coming. Let me move away from there.
How's this for an ending to your story? Catatonic on a collapsing fear world.
What is this invisible wall I keep hitting?
I finally see why Kal-El was so excessively jovial. Keep fishing. Such results.
That's a sniper. So I got my range.
Degenerate brains. Disgusting and fascinating.
Simulations don't help when you're taking the L for real, huh?
I'm right here, Task Force X.
He's almost dead. Oh, he moved.
Hey, y'all better smash that light.
I will ring out your every last synaptic connection.
Can't hit him.
X.
Oh, let me drop in. He should be dead soon. And then we time freeze.
Only one side in this conflict has an interest.
And I get one shot by something else invisible. All right. All right, let's try this again. How's the update? Not very good, to be honest. And then we crashed. So the new boss fight might be bugged. I was getting one shot by invisible attacks, and then it crashed right at the end before I could retry. So I have to play the whole thing again in order to finish it. That's not good. You're still boycotting the game. Turn the Arkhamverse into a criminal's paradise. Arkham was already a criminal's paradise.
You're here! That's great.
Excellent news, Task Force X.
Brainiac's ruined world is showing acceptable coherence.
A completely corrupt city.
You should have ample time to confront the next iteration and ideally succeed.
Whose biggest hero is a vigilante that prefers to non-violent to non-lethally deal with criminals and turn them over to the corrupt police department.
Is it my birthday? 'Cause this is just gorgeous.
That is indeed a criminal's paradise. Obviously, it's not great if you're a low-level criminal,
Rip Cargonauts. But
but if you're a super criminal, I mean, even a low-level criminal, you'll probably get away with some stuff. Yeah, literally nothing hit me. I was dodging. I was at the edge just in case I got hit by the wave. I dodged the wave, and then I just randomly got one shot by two invisible attacks, and then I saw the then I saw the venom, that happens when you do the when you use the stacks of venom. That glitch that happens. I saw that pop up. And there was no chance for me to heal or anything. That was just it. So hopefully it doesn't glitch out again. If it does, I'm not finishing it. If you missed the start of the season, the new character that I'm using right now is Lawless.
Oh, Task Force X, you're just Waller's playthings. I'll make you wish you never fled the toy chest.
This is the mid-season update. The next update will be a new character, and that's going to be Deathstroke.
Well, it seems Lawless has developed a taste for blood. Interesting.
Actually, you know what I might do? I might do this instead. Superman, that's who we're fighting. This is not a fighting game channel in general. On my off time, I was playing a lot of Street Fighter 6. I did enjoy it, but I typically don't play a lot of fighting games. Wait, why isn't Joker on my team? That's weird. Yeah, that's definitely a mistake. Let me fix that. Character comes in episode 7.
Honestly, villains these days.
I am not at all happy if Rocksteady is just going to make another Batman game, another Batman Arkham game. That's like nothing like new or original. Personally, just not interested. And I think they can do something better.
I'd like the record to show that I hate this. It's Joker.
I'm going to play an annoying mission. I'm just going to use the Joker.
Sweet, sweet freedom! Come here, Ricky, and give us a smooch.
Let's see, which grenade was it? Is this one? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one.
Hey, new gun! Well, new-ish. New enough.
Wrist flash focus. And then Jinx's unlucky coin. And then we'll take Master Turtle Shell. All right, let's do it. I ain't arguing with Iron. Notice I specifically said a normal Batman game. I'm not interested in. That's what I said. I specifically mentioned earlier in the stream that and before that, if they are going to make another Batman game, at least make it Batman Beyond. But a normal, straightforward Batman game, that doesn't interest me. I feel like that's too safe. I understand playing it safe by going for Batman. I feel like that's a bit too safe.
Securing the archives of this world's Batman should aid our assault now and in the future. You might say it's a twofer.
I think you can play it safe, relatively safe. and still be interesting. Like doing Superman instead. I hate trying to navigate this map. Where's the back cave? Should be down here, right? Where's the map leading me? Hello? Where's the location? All right, so I have to memorize it since it's glitched. Okay. All right. So it looks like I'm here. We have to climb up here.
You won't outlive your usefulness to me. Get back on mission.
Trying to, but
No crash, all burn.
where is it? I think it's over here. Do I recommend what? This is the mission area. What is happening? All right, we might have to abort. All right, let's abort. Give it a time to refresh.
Excellent news, Task Force X.
See if it loads the mission properly this time.
Acceptable coherence. Measured in man-hours, you should have ample time.
Nope. They only add new characters for new seasons. This is the mid-season update. Yeah, mid-season update is new missions, gear, and story. The start of the new season
Task Force X.
is new characters.
The archives. Batman should aid our assault now and in the future.
So episode 6 is right now. Episode 7 will add a new character. All right, let's see if it works this time. All right, it loaded the area this time. Okay, cool.
Your killing sprees defy analysis, Joker, but they're not without merit.
I really want us dead. Reminds me of Hive.
I've got the Green Lanterns. Get rid of their stuff.
Joker's target off the stage.
8 left.
Uh-oh, I hear an explosion cooking.
Be 5 left.
Constantly casting horseshoes and hand grenades.
And the rest, we got one more brute here. I think the rest are bullet sponge lanterns.
I'm doing it all for the laugh, pals.
All right. Now for the next one.
I love this.
That's fine, Blazing. Percy, you want them to do the Court of Owls again? I don't think them going back to the Court of Owls for their next Batman game after doing the Court of Owls for Gotham Knights would go over well.
Bumpy ride. I've got an altitude problem.
They definitely got to abandon the Court of Owls.
Wait, I think there was a restaurant around here that did the most
I just want to see some. If they really wanted to shake things up, they should just do Superman.
Concerning for you.
Know what happens when a crook stabbed by a laser wall? Wanna find out? Get those Terminaut chunks!
They're afraid. They want to be safe about it.
Love a bit of close talk.
Do not taste the Terminaut chunks, Joker! Ugh. You gotta throw them at the big gun.
But if it's Batman Beyond, I'd be like, okay, that's acceptable.
Why get involved?
I will complain too much
Would I kill you to
because that's going back to the Batman well, while giving fans legitimately something different. So I can respect that. And that could be something to look forward to, but
You can never have too many chunks of alien meat.
but if it's just normal Arkham Batman in the normal open world Arkham Batman map doing takedowns, and I'm not interested.
Last one to collect a bunch of Terminaut chunks is a rotten. You have eggs on this earth, right?
I'll give it a try, but it's like I'm not going to be particularly enthusiastic.
All units, rid this world of its remaining Joker immediately.
Nothing looks better than a pin around my fingers.
Bombs away.
Got a bunch of chunks. Is there like a punch card or a free pizza or something?
Light show incoming. Stay away.
With no jump button. Yeah, the jump button is very important for Eastwood. Gotta have the jump button. Batman Beyond game with a jump button. Do it for Eastwood.
Don't get squeamish on me now. Grab those alien gut chunks. I'm all chunked up, gang.
Oh.
Chunks, that is. I'll help you with them.
One more, and then we can go back to Brainiac.
Massive living weapon.
That wall of death stinks.
Whee. Trying to see if I get them bunched up in one place. There we go. Perfect.
Not taste the Terminaut chunks, Joker. Ugh. You gotta throw them at the big gun.
Battlefield evolution.
Gotta get those Terminaut chunks.
Our new
Big
bomber.
alien cannon. Not gonna hurt itself.
Never really want to tap into the Matt Reeves. The Matt Reeves universe or games would be interesting. I'm definitely more. I love the. Obviously, I love the Batman.
Let me swing in for a sec.
That's gotta be enough alien
But
juice for one guy.
after seeing how good the Penguin is, I'm definitely very interested in them exploring the Matt Reeves more. I don't know if video games necessarily make sense. But his universe is legitimately interesting. And now I'm definitely looking forward to the next Batman movie from him, even more than I was before, after seeing how great Penguin is. Now, there's such a huge demand for Batman Beyond. Like, a lot more people are like kind of burned out on the Arkham stuff. Like, we literally just got an Arkham game, Arkham Batman game a few weeks ago with Arkham, maybe less than a few weeks ago with Arkham Shadow. I think people are definitely a little burned out on the formula.
Opposition Task Force X.
Wouldn't say aggravating stuff.
If Rocksteady announces they're doing Batman Beyond, they're going to get a lot of buzz. If they show Terry McGinnis,
Enemy reinforcements.
they're going to get a lot of buzz off that reveal.
Why do we never get reinforcements?
What about Battle for the Cow? If it's not Batman Beyond, I'm not interested. Unless they want to do a DC Rebirth Batman game. You know, show Batman with when he gets the Morbius chair, the Mobius chair, or God of Knowledge Batman, or a Batman 1 million game. Or Batman with the Hellbat suit, like something like that's like a legitimate shakeup. I don't care.
Well, it's no adult coloring book, but this activity might pass the time.
I want something legitimately different.
A rhetorical question. What do you know about the illusion of choice?
Yeah, Batman's next.
I think a practical lesson maybe.
We'll see what happens at the end of this. But after Batman is Superman, and then I heard that Wonder Woman is getting revived.
Don't. The outcome will be the same.
We're still waiting to see how this Brainiac fight ends. Let's kill these clowns real quick.
As you can see, I'm exploring every option for your neutralization.
Another round of
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, Joker is still the best character in the game. Hands down.
At last, we clash in this marketplace of ideas. Your kind is
Great movement. Great kit.
Running out of wiggle room, Suicide Squad.
And we get the Mark Hamill Joker look.
Come now, Suicide Squad. Take away several levels of intelligence, and we're not so dissimilar.
The Brainiac be talking so crazy, bro. Out of his slick comments.
Your Earth didn't send their best or brightest to
Constantly calling us dumb. If we're so dumb, how come 6 of you have lost so far?
Your resistance is pointless. You do see that, don't you? I'm making it very literal.
You'll think he would make some adjustments by now. This Brainiac is like the Doc Rivers of villains.
I'll factor in time for your suffering without skewing the result.
He has all the advantages and he's just going to fumble. Because he can't make any adjustments.
Very well. If I cannot mold your brains, I shall simply crush them.
Why am I frozen? Like, the hell? There's something, it's been something off about Joker's traversal. It's not. Bro, just about to throw a missile at me. Crazy.
Things don't have hidden depths. I've mapped your minds, and there's not many places to look.
No guy tell me what to do.
Oh, that one hurt him.
It's kinda high.
Yuck. Laughing and
Shouldn't you be focusing on the greatest threat?
A lot of folks have tried to control us, Brainy, with
You
mixed
thought.
results.
Colonizing dimensions? Sure. Colonizing my head? Not gonna happen.
still razzed by
Play stupid mind games, win stupid prizes, Brainiac.
What is that? What is this? Yo. Why do they look like that?
Only one side in this conflict has an indomitable will.
Where did Brainiac go? There he is. Stop hiding.
I'm right here, Task Force X. Time to
brutalizing it in.
Come take this beating.
I will bring out your every last synaptic connection, Task Force X.
I think he's down. Yep, got him. Loser.
Wouldn't know progress if it...
Shut up. All right, another Brainiac down. Let's see, did we get a post-credit? We get a post-credit scene.
I've adjusted the phasing array so they can
We unlock the mastery levels.
suicide missions. Godspeed, Task Force X.
The audacity of this matching my mood. This is zany. I'm talking.
All right, we got the corrupted Merlin's precision from a critical counter increases firearm damage by 2,000% for 15 seconds, and performing a successful counter. Oh, so it's just worse than the non-corrupted version. Corrupted Riddler's vexation. Enemies hit by your grenade become vexed. Critical hits on vexed enemies have a 25% chance to craze them and cause them to deal 1,000% more damage to other enemies. That's okay. Slot machine. Yeah.
Throw in some dancing girls and bloodsport. I can get used to this.
So no other cutscene or anything. So let me check the back. The back of Task Force X is where we keep the Justice League after we rescue them. So let's see if we have any new members after that defeat of Brainiac. Okay, there's the Flash. There's John. So Batman's not here yet. All right, so they're going to save Batman. It's rescue for the start of season 4. So I assume they're going to just cram both of them in there for season 4, since Deathstroke, a part of the story, Deathstroke took out some Brainiacs by himself. So I'm guessing we're going to get both Batman and Superman back in the same DLC. And that'll be and that'll basically be the end of the game. Tough. It is what it is. So yeah, this is the update. I will say as far as mid-season updates go, kind of not great. Having recycled gear was definitely a bad look. Most of what I've seen from the new gear, they got some new stuff for Venom Craze among the stuff that's actually new, if you want to build around that. But yeah, I was definitely disappointed with the gear selection. That's usually where they do well, by adding a bunch of new gear. Obviously I have my own issues with the gear itself, but at least you had a variety. You can make different builds. Yeah, this one is like, yeah, this season update, not having any new gear is rough. Apart from the notorious items. But wanted to make sure I got through it, so at least you could see what you were missing. Thanks for playing it for you. I'm playing all of the new DLC, so you don't have to. Though I'm sure for the next one, I think people are going to want to get their hands on Deathstroke. At the very least. All right, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to get ready to drop my new video. We'll drop it at We'll drop it at 2. And I don't know, maybe I'll try to play some more, get some of the, try to get one of the pieces that I actually want. But yeah, this one's a little rough. Thanks for making a sacrifice. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. At least we got through it relatively fine. I mean, apart from the crash, which was definitely not ideal. We made it through. But yeah, I was expecting a little more. I know it's weird to say, but I was expecting a little more out of the update. Not a lot. You know, my expectations are firmly in check. But I thought at least we'd get more gear. That's actually disappointing. Legitimately disappointing that we're not getting more gear beyond the little bit that they showed off among the notorious items. They could have I feel like they had to have, like, I thought they would have made like a bunch of gear in advance, because, you know, it is a looter. It feels it feels like they're already running out of gear. And episode 4, my season 3, episode 6 is like, ooh. It makes me kind of nervous about the Deathstroke season. I think Deathstroke will be a lot of fun, but now I'm a little concerned about the content in it. But we'll have to see. This game is your biggest letdown 2024. Yeah, it's probably mine as well. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. Every other game I've played this year, I've been pretty much enjoyed for the most part. Nothing really a huge letdown, because there was really a lot of games where I had high expectations for. This was the only one that I was like really excited about. You know, the next Rocksteady game, and that one, you know, not working out was definitely a tough one. Like something like Star Wars Outlaws, I didn't have huge expectations for anyway. You know, once I found out it wasn't a Mandalorian game, you know, I didn't have very many expectations for it. And I still enjoyed the game a lot. You know, same with Dragon's Dogma 2. I didn't have huge expectations for it. And I feel like it definitely left something on the table. This Green Lantern mechanic is so poorly designed. Holy. But in terms of like, yeah, I was looking for it and it didn't deliver. Definitely it's gotta be Suicide Squad. I don't know. So Outlaws, the problem with Outlaws is that the combat just isn't very good. But the story, the open world exploration is really great. But yeah, you got to nail the combat though. That's a very important thing. I think a game where the combat's really good or fun at least is going to win out. And I think that's where Outlaws is going to fall short of a lot of games. Even something like Suicide Squad. Like Suicide Squad, you know, failed to live up to its potential, but at least the combat's fun. I think Star Wars Outlaws definitely fumbled. It's interesting, like Star Wars Outlaws actually just, I know they're releasing DLC, but I'm wondering how much they're trying to invest in this game going forward, because in addition to the DLC, I just heard that they announced they have a new creative director. I've literally never heard of that happening before. Yeah, like changing creative directors during a project. Yeah, that happens. You know, that recently happened with Wolverine. But you know, typically one project will just have a new creative director at the start. But changing creative directors a couple months after your game already came out, and and you don't have a live service game, definitely a little weird. I'm curious what Ubisoft's planning to do with Star Wars Outlaws beyond the DLC. Like how much more investment are they going to try to make into this one?
Basically an ordinary vacation in Metropolis for you.
To try, I know they're trying to boost those sales, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna get out of here for now. I'm gonna leave you with my brand new video debuting right now. Go check that out. See what the latest Sony shenanigans are. I'm Sadot the Gamer signing out. Peace and be safe